Class 5, you all have done well in your half yearly exam. Now today we will be reading the new chapter, that is chapter 7, our organ systems. So hope you all are well and doing your work and doing your studies well. And so let us read the chapter, our organ system. What is organ system in human beings? In human beings are the unique creation of nature. As you all know that God has made us, and for the living, God has given us many of the things like food, air, water, many of the things in accordance to our need. So let us read in this chapter. We will be reading in this chapter our organ system, how the body functions. So, human beings are the unique creations of nature. Our body is like a living machine. It performs several works. We have external body parts as well as internal body parts. So, what the parts we can see, like our eyes, nose, lips, tongues, these are the external body parts, but we cannot see the internal body part, that is your liver, your and intestines, your food pipes, and you cannot see these things. But for that we can study, we can read about that, we can read what they are functioning, what type of functioning they are providing to our body, वो हमारे लिए क्या वर्क कर रहे हैं, we should know. So let us to know more information about the internal body parts, so let us follow the chapter. So organ systems, the internal body organs work in group. Every group performs some specific function. A group of organs performing a special function is called an organ system. There are many organ systems in our body. They perform various functions and keep us alive. Let us read about skeletal system. So, what is skeletal system? See, the skeletal system is made up of bones. Bones give shape to the body. They protect vital organs in our body. For example, the skull protects the brain and eyes. So, the outer covering of the brain, see this one, the outer cover, inside that we have a brain. Many of the parts we will be reading in our next class. Your brain is protected by skeletal system. So skull is made up of bone. Now see, bones also manufactures red blood cell. These skeleton system is divided into 5 groups of bones. So let us read that. The skull is a framework of the head. It has 22 bones. Out of these, 14 bones make the face. See, when you touch your face, now you observe that you are having the bones. So that is the parts of the skull. So the only movable bone in the skull is the lower jaw bone, which in lower jaws means student this one, because this is the only moving part of the skull, because when we used to eat or when we used to speak, so our jaws used to move because it is movable. This enable us to eat, sing and talk. So the backbone or spine extends from the base of the skull down to the hips. The backbone is not a single bone but a column of drum-shaped bone called vertebrae. Singular vertebra. There are 33 vertebrae altogether. Each vertebra is linked to the next by a small joint. See this one. We are talking about this one. This is your backbone, which is on the back side of your back. So the ribs are thin flat bones that curve around the chest. There are 12 pairs of ribs altogether. They form a protective cage around the heart and lungs called the rib cage. You can feel your rib cage extending from the flat bone in the middle bone. So when you keep your hand on your chest, what you all observe? The bones now. So the bones you observe, these are the bones. So these are the 12 pairs of ribs. So these are the rib cages. This rib cage protects our heart and lungs is protected by this rib cage. So come to next page. So the last two pairs are free from the front and are attached only to the vertebrae. These are called floating ribs. The limbs. What are the limbs? There are two pairs of limbs, the forelimbs or arms and hind limbs or feet. See the hind limbs, and these are the forelimbs. This is the forelimbs in your hand, and this is the hind limbs of your legs. So the place where the bones meet is called a joint. You all know that where the bones used to meet with them is a joint. There are two basic kinds of joints: freely movable joints and immovable joints. Like what is freely movable joints? फ्रीली मूवेबल जॉइंट मतलब जो चीज़ बहुत फ्रीली मूव कर सकती है in any direction. Now see, when we sit down to eat, the forearms bend towards the upper arms. This is possible only because of the joints at the elbow. So these joints act like a hinge on a door, enabling the forearm to move towards upper arm. So these are called the movable joints. So the bone of movable joints are held together bundles of tough flexible tissues called ligaments. So ligaments are there in the bones which used to help to join the bone. Freely movable joints occurs in limbs. The lower jaws is the only movable bone among the 14 bones of the face, as I shown you in earlier page. So when we move our arm in a full swing, movement is made possible because of the joint at shoulder. The shoulder bone ends in a cup-like socket. That is why the shoulder joint is called the ball and socket joint. Bones of the skull except the jaws bone and fixed joint. See this one, ball and socket joint. This can move from at any direction. These are the movable joint. So now what is immovable joint? The immovable joints occurs sutures of the skull where the bones of the skull meet. These joints are firmly interlocked and do not allow the movement between them. See the skull. Skull is the main part of immovable joint because it cannot be moved. But the part, this much part, the jaws part is movable because it helps to eat and speak. So let us sliding joint. In sliding joint, bones move very slightly. Such joints are found between the joints of ankle bones and vertebra of the bones. This one, beta. Everyone seen the figure? Pivot joint. In pivot joints, bones move from side to side. Such joints are found in the neck. They allow nodding of the head. This one. It was very easy to explain you this chapter when we were in the class, but this is very making the difficult. So let us read the muscular system. And muscular system is made up of muscles. Muscles are responsible for all the body movement. Muscles are attached to the bone. They produce the movement by pulling the bone into new position. Most muscles work in pairs, that is for any kind of movement. Two muscles are required. Let us see how muscles work. See the muscles. Muscles are the muscles are attached with the bones. Muscles are the system are responsible for all the body movement. Do you know what happens when you bend your elbow? The bicep muscles is attached to your shoulders blades at one end to the bone in the forearm at other. The tricep muscle is also connected to the shoulders blades, and when the bicep contracts get shortened, the tricep is relaxed and the elbow bends. When the tricep contracts and the bicep is relaxed, the elbow joint straighten, and so does your arm. So there are about 600 muscles in our body. We use 17 muscles to smile while over 40 to frown. All these muscles are divided into three types, that is skeletal muscle, smooth muscles and cardiac muscle. So let us read about skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles are usually attached to the bone. They are maximum in numbers. The skeletal muscles are voluntary, which means we can control them. So for example, we can stop our arm from writing by means of our arm muscles. So what is smooth muscles? Smooth muscles are usually found inside the body, as in the walls of the stomach and intestines, the blood vessels, and around the eyes. Smooth muscles are involuntary, which means they work automatically. We have no control over them. These are the smooth muscles. So let us read about cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscles is found in the heart. So it is also called the heart muscles. It makes the heart pump blood to different parts of the body continuously. Cardiac muscles is also involuntary. So cardiac muscles, what cardiac muscles do? These pump the blood to the heart and heart from the all the body. Now see respiratory system. What is respiratory system? All living things breathe in oxygen for their survival. However, the mode of talking in oxygen differ in different animals. We can categorize them into land and aquatic animals. Most of the land animals use their lungs for breathing. The breathing system consists of organs like nose and trachea, windpipe and lungs. When we breathe in, we draw in air in it. Our body needs oxygen to live. The air goes down from our windpipe to our lungs. So our lungs are a pair of soft, spongy bags inside our chest. Each lung has millions of branching airways called bronchioles. At the end of each are bunches of tiny air sacs called alveoli. There are about 300 million alveoli in our lungs. Inside the lungs, oxygen from the air seeps through the alveoli into the blood, and at the same time carbon dioxide seeps back into the alveoli and goes to outside when we breathe out. So this is the system of respiratory system, how we breathe in and breathe out. So hope you all have understood till here. Now we will be reading about breathing in plants and other animals. Plants breathe through the small pores present on their leaves. These pores are called stomata. Insects breathe through tiny holes called insects breathe through tiny holes called spiracles on their bodies, and earthworm breathe through its moist skin. Aquatic animals like fish have gills instead of lungs, so they take in oxygen from the water. And as you all have read this in your previous class also and in your previous chapters also. So come to next page. So what is circulatory system? Circulatory system includes the heart, blood vessel, and your blood. Our heart is the size of a fist. Fist means आपकी मुट्ठी. It is inside the middle of our chest, slightly to the left. The heart is a powerful pump made entirely of muscles. It contracts and relaxes automatically about 72 times a minute to pump blood around our body. So it takes 72 times a minute to pump blood around our body. You can underline these lines also. These are very important for your knowledge. The heart has two sides, left and right. The right side is weaker and smaller, and it pumps blood only to the lungs. The left side is stronger and bigger, and it pumps blood to the whole body. So blood vessels are thin tubes through which blood travels around our body. There are three main types of blood vessels, like that is arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries carry blood away from the heart. They go to every part of the body. Blood is the liquid that circulates around the body. It carries oxygen and food to body cells. As you all know that blood is very important thing for one's life, and it used to circulate around the body, and it carries the oxygen and food for the whole body. It also keeps the body warm and fights against the germs. Now come to digestive system. The digestive system is made up of organs like the mouth, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestines, and the anus. So the digestion of food starts in the mouth. It chewed and mixed with saliva in the mouth. Saliva is secreted in the mouth by salivary gland. Saliva is sweet in taste. So after mixing with saliva, food goes to the stomach via food pipes. There it is mixed with enzymes and acid. After about 4 hours, it goes into the small intestine. Small intestine is a long tube of about 7 meters. Here the food is further broken down into very small particles. So the useful particles of the foods are absorbed through the intestine into the body. The waste food passes down into a large intestine. It is then pushed out through the anus. So this is the function of digestive system. How that digestive system help with the help our body. Now come to nervous system. What is nervous system? Nervous system transfers all the sensations sensed by our different body parts of the brain to take necessary decision. Nervous system consists of the brain, spinal cord, and the nerves. What brain? The brain is the largest organ of the nervous system. It is made up of over 10 billion nerve cells. Brain is the body's control system. It sends message to and fro and receives them from organs all over the body. Brains give us ability to think, learn, reason, and feel. So it also controls many involuntary activities such as heartbeat and digestion. So you all know that brain has 10 million nerves. This is very important thing, that to know that brain controls the whole body. It helps us to think, learn, and reason. Now the brain is divided into three parts, as I told you earlier also, that is cerebrum, medulla, and cerebellum. At the back, cerebellum is at the back. See the diagram. You will be drawing this diagram in your copies. So it gives us intelligence and emotions. We also use it to think, feel, and remember. Okay, now come to spinal cord. The spinal cord is a mass of nerves running down the middle of the backbone. It is about 43 centimeter long and 2 centimeter thick. It stops growing when you are about 5 years old. A network of nerves connects the brain and spinal cord to every parts of the body. So spinal cord is added to every parts of the body, and they carry messages to and fro between the brains and the other body, rest of the body means. Now see nerves. The two main types of nerves are the sensory nerves and the motor nerves. Sensory nerves carry message from the sense organ to the brain or spinal cord. Motor nerves transport message from the brain or spinal cord to various parts of the body. So the two types of nerves does the different words, different types of works for the body. And so when you react to something without thinking, your action is called a reflex action. For example, if your hand touches a hot iron, you will put your hand away from it immediately. Most reflex actions are controlled by the spinal cord. As you all know that sometimes what happens, reflex action take place like आप अचानक से किसी हॉट चीज़ को आपने छू लिया, तुरंत आपका हाथ पीछे आ गया. सो that is known as the reflex action. This action is helped by a spinal cord. So the spinal cord quickly sends order to protect the body. So spinal cord is so clever that it plays an important role for your body, because it used to help your body, and it directly send the message to the brain and we do the thing. किसी भी हॉट चीज़ को छूते हैं वैसे तुरंत हटा लेते हैं कि हम लोग जल ना जाए. तो सेम थिंग द रिफ्लेक्स एक्शन डू. So now come to excretory system. Excretory system consists of the kidney, lungs and skin. We have two kidneys. They are bean shaped. They filter blood, take out waste substance and make sure that useful substance are kept in. The kidney produces urine which leaves the body when we go to the toilet. The kidneys filter about 1.3 liters of blood every minute. They filter all the blood in our body about 300 times each day. See, kidney filters about 1.3 liters of blood every day. So we should eat healthy things so that we can improve our blood. Now see what the lungs do. The lungs act both as breathing organs and excretory organ. You already know that lungs remove carbon dioxide, waste gas from the body. And what does the skin do? The skin is the largest sense organs of our body. It removes the waste from the body in the form of sweat. What does skin do? It removes the sweat from your body. Skin has many sweat making glands all over the body. You have seen ना tiny pores on your hand. छोटे छोटे से छेद होते हैं. Pores means वो हम क्या करते हैं, they used to remove the sweats from the body. Sweating brings down the temperature of our body from the sweat deposit of our skin while the water evaporates. Now see what is reproductive system. All animals give birth to their young ones. This is called reproduction. The ovary in women and the testes in men are parts of the reproductive system. We will study about reproductive system in details in our higher classes. So chapter is very easy. Please go through each and every pages, because chapter is too lengthy, but very easy because you must know the body parts, what your body parts says and do for you, so that you can easily protect yourself without going to doctor. So hope you all the best for your, and please do all the question answers and your exercises in your copies, and you will be drawing the diagram neat and clean, and label also students, because some of them have not labeled in half yearly exam. So I am telling you that labeling helps to good score marks. So have a good day. Thank you. Take care.